You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. So in this video I wanted to take a close look at the gaming console. Comes with 248 games and I paid just, let's say, $12.99 for it. It's from the company called Kruidvat. This is a local place that sells all kinds of stuff, and yeah, this is one of those things. But what makes me really interested in this I wanted to check out, because the form factor is exactly the same like the 8-bit ones that I've reviewed back in the day on the channel. But also when you're looking at the controller, so this thing is plug and play, high definition resolution, yeah right, you believe it yourself, and 2.8 inches of fun. Nevertheless, there's a lot of cool stuff out there, and when I bought it, it was actually in this condition, so I think somebody brought it back, so that's absolutely not a great start. But let's take a close look inside the package itself. So first of all, we're going to get a controller, and this is not your typical Famicom controller. This is just a weird combination of the ones I grew up with, only slightly different form factor. It does feel a little bit ergonomic, and the overall quality is not bad at all. So select or start are actually rubberized buttons. Then we're going to get ourselves two hollow buttons and two normal ones. Kind of cool, to be honest. And then of course we're going to get a D-pad, and the D-pad, I can tell you, it is a little bit a little bit too high for my taste, but it feels quite decent. So this thing does plug in with an old school mini USB. Then we're going to get ourselves some AV out with the tiny jack connection. So that's actually what we're going to get. Is there no toilet? No. There is no toilet paper manual. Oh man, what a disappointment. But this is the device itself, and the shell they are using is exactly the same one that we have seen before. Yep, this is one of those sub-handhelds, and ooh, the D-pad has way too much resistance. I can tell you that. It doesn't even feel very comfortable. So later on, let's try to play it. What I do like about it is the angle, so it is a little bit more comfortable that way. So let's peel off this particular layer, and we're going to get an ABXY. But also the ABXY, I must say they feel very nice. So let's start over here. They're just plastic buttons, and the reset. On top we're going to get ourselves the on and off switch, a mini USB. You cannot add games to these things, that's also unfortunate, and jack out. We cannot remove this freaking thing. Where's my screwdriver? Where is it? Oh, there it is. So let's get the screw out. That is some of the safety things you need to do in Europe. Otherwise not going to get the option to be sold here. We're going to get the option also for three AAA batteries. Do I have the wrong ones? No, do I have the wrong ones? I have no idea, to be honest. Where are they? I have no idea. You know, let's stick in 3 different brands. Let's make it wicked. Yeah, baby. Oh, and you're actually using the Final Fight music. Okay. Volume control over here, and it goes quite loud. At the front we're going to get a speaker that will face you, so it's going to be sounding way better than, let's say, your typical plug and play or 8-bit device. So this is pretty damn cool. So the idea behind it, we can also use it like game system. We're going to try out later on, but let's do a quick overview of the game list. Yeah, there were no licensed games on here. There's a little bit of a bummer. We have seen it with some other devices. Super Fight is one of those games. I'm thinking this is, yep, we can choose a different kind of, I think it's a different kind of weapon. There's actually just Super Contra. Automatically gives me the rapid fire machine gun. I don't know if I can even change out. We'll start always with the machine gun, but you cannot pick up any different weapons. So this is more like an instant cheating diversion with different shell. I think they didn't even change out the characters. I cannot recall if this is the original soundtrack. Pressing the button over here will bring you back. And they didn't even implement the screen protector like it should be. Soldier Boy is on here. But that's actually what we're going to get with this. Let's lower the volume a little bit. Pingwing, Crypt Car, Boat Race, Destroyer. You know, and the names are getting even weirder if you're going to be deep diving into the list itself. Tennis. And, oh boy. Resistant. Pizza Boy. Oh yeah, Pizza Boy is one of those games that I have seen before. Checkers, Metromania, you know, and the list goes on and on. Turtles, if you're thinking, hey, we're going to get the real Turtles, guess again, no, it's going to be one of those weird games. Or was it just not like the Load Runner game? Yep, it was absolutely the Load Runner game that is called Turtles. But what makes it kind of cool, that we're going to get a I want to say like official games. Oh crap. But so far the sound effects are all here. Yep, they are all here. Pretty damn awesome. But we do have like a lot of weird crap on here, like a Little Witch. And again, let me know if you see a game that has been ripped from another one. Oh, this is just a shmup. Yep. Oh yeah. You know, and the list goes on and on with weird ones. But I have never seen an Adventure Boy or something like that. Soldier Boy is actually just a racing game or what? Oh no, I know, I can still remember this one. Wait, yep. It's one of those adventure games that are pretty fun. Well, I can just slap everything. I must say I can really enjoy myself. But you're already noticing that I'm actually playing this game. But I must say that when you're looking at the overall quality of this device, I must say that even though this thing doesn't have licensed games, well, a lot of cool games on there. But one of the features you normally don't see when these cheap devices have buy locally, that we're going to have ourselves like a plug-and-play situation like the Chinese ones. I think it's pretty cool, and with the Chinese ones, yeah, let's say it correctly, the one you buy normally from AliExpress or something. Yeah, this almost everything comes from China nowadays. But the thing is, when you're going to plug in the cable, it will automatically go back to the system itself. And I must say that it works actually great. So the controller doesn't do anything, it's purely made for play to. So if you just want to play the game, you just need to keep playing like this. The overall quality of the display, it's not the best I have seen. Sometimes you will be surprised by the overall quality. But it's slightly better than the ones I've picked up from AliExpress because they had a lot of distortion, but also a lot of problems. Oh, now we can choose a different weapon or what? It doesn't matter. It's a really fun game to play, I can tell you that. Okay, so one thing I wanted to check out is finding actually a game for 2 players. Alright, so it seems to be working just fine, plug and play without any hassle. And I think it's pretty cool, so if you actually want to play, you want to bring this thing with you, you plug it into a television, hook up a second controller, you can just play against each other or with each other, depending on what kind of game you're playing. But in the end, when you're looking at this device, is it really worth the money? That is something you need to decide. I think there are a couple of cool games for me on this. So $12.99 is also not a lot of money. You can find a lot of different, let's say, brands making these things. So yeah, take consideration, sometimes they will ask way more than the $12.99 I've paid for. The plug-and-play solution seems to be working fine. I did also see one of those, let's say, 8-bit version where they have categories so you can just plug and play and saying, hey, I want to have all the 2-player games. Now you just need to guess and search them. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of this, and it would be great to see you in the next video.